Yeah, let's go.
All right. So this will be part 3. Once I can find the right slide. Okay, there we go. So you guys left off. Larry Helmsworth savagely killed himself with his own pen in the police station as you were questioning him. You guys did get away, though, which is good. And now you are off to maybe question Hugh Jones, I believe. All right.
Yep.
Luckily enough, when you were in the library, you found his address when you were looking at the registration forms.
123 Parker Road, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And the good thing about Providence is everything is close by. So it's just a walk. It's just a walk around the block, essentially. So you walk there, and you get to 123 Parker Road. You see, it's just your regular suburban house. White picket fence. Nothing really special about it. You see a car in the driveway. And a dog running in the yard. Well manicured yard. And you see some... Well, roll a spot hidden.
That is a fail for me.
Extreme success for Jim.
That's going to be success on the news for me.
Okay, so Jim and William. William, you see some shadows walk past the window. The blinds are shut, or the curtains are shut, so you see shadows. Where Jim, you notice that the shadows look like that of possibly an older person, kind of hunched over. Definitely someone that is maybe in their 70s or 80s. Maybe not someone who is in the ice cream man business.
Cool.
Seems like somebody's at least home.
That's what we need, so let's go have a word.
Let's have a knock.
Okay. You knock on the door, and you see a little old lady open the door. She says, "Hello, sir. How may I help you today?"
Is Hugh home? The man Hugh Jones.
There's no Hugh here. This is the Hemsley residence. My name's Beatrice, and this is my husband, Raymond. And then you see an old man, probably in his 80s, come, and he's hunched over, and he says, "Get the hell off my lawn."
Nice to see you as well, sir.
He kind of gives you a little chuckle, and he says, "Yeah, you're asking for Hugh? Well, you're not the only person that's asked for Hugh. There is no Hugh here. I'm not sure of this Hugh Jones."
Who else was asking for Mr. Hugh?
There's a man named... sorry. Mr. Downer. Mr. Morton Downer.
Howdy, sure. Sounds like a fellow we're looking for as well, so we'll drop in and have a word with him, and then we'll clear up this issue for you. Don't worry about it.
And the older lady, she says, "Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. It's not very often that we get nice people knocking on the doors. It's usually people who want some money from us."
Well, if you've got some spare, you can't say no.
The man looks at you and says, "Get the hell off my lawn."
I'm just having a jape with you.
And he sees you smiling, and he kind of gives you a crack back, and he says, well, if there's anything else we can help you with, feel free to ask, but if not, I'm going to have to say good day to you gentlemen.
I'll look at the other guys. No, we're fine there. Have a good afternoon to yourselves.
All right, and as you guys turn away, you hear the old man go, goddamn kids and their goddamn ice cream. And they shut the door, and you hear it lock. And that's about it. That's it for 123 Parker Road.
Well, that was fucking weird, boys. Ice cream? Seems like an odd coincidence.
Well, people had asked about him before, and he's known to be in the ice cream man business.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, he mentioned Morton had been by, and from what I understand so far, at least as far as I can keep track, that's who Hugh Jones was supposedly missing payments on this truck too, wasn't he?
Yep.
All right,
he's in this logical spot.
So he's looking for Hugh at what is apparently the wrong address, which means he doesn't know where he is either, which is very strange. I didn't expect that address. What's that?
He may have some more information now if he's been looking for him. We might be able to combine our talents.
Well, I don't recall the librarian mentioning an address for the gentleman. The only other address I believe we have is for Martin Ray, but
that's the boy.
Yeah, but if he's involved in this, he might have information on how to contact Downey.
Well, we need to get a hold of him anyway. If he's supposed to be the next one to get that ice cream truck, we already said that he's probably in danger. If we can keep him away from the truck, at least for the time being, get some more information from him about this Hugh fella and Morton, I think he should be the next place we stop.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's probably best we eliminate all of these concrete leads before we have to do something a bit trickier. Makes sense.
All right, so as you are making your way to Martin Ray's house, you hear the bells of an ice cream man going down the street. Please roll a spot hidden.
Ooh, that's another good one. Straight pass for Jim.
Also a pass for Will.
Okay, so
yeah, I gotta fail.
Okay, so Jim and Will, you notice obviously the ice cream man. You can all hear it, but you notice the man driving is not the same man that you got ice cream from when you met William. When you met back up with William in the beginning. Seems to be a young kid again. Just looks like your standard 18-year-old kid, fresh out of high school.
If possible, I'll go and stand in front of the truck and hold my hand up to make it stop.
Okay, you roll a dex roll.
Oh no, that's not very good.
Okay.
That's a fail.
You don't.
Push it.
You trip up as you're starting to run. You don't make it there quite in time. You don't get hurt or anything like that, but the truck just kind of keeps going, and he's going down the street in the same direction that you would be going to go to Martin Ray's house.
That was a bit embarrassing. I was going to try and run in front of the truck, but I got a bit carried away. Tripped over my old feet.
Boys, he seems to be heading the same direction we're going. We might want to pick up the pace.
Yeah, fast walk.
So as you guys are starting to run there, well, like a slight jog, fast walk. You get to 5921 String Road, which is the residence of Martin Ray. And again, it's a middle class suburban home. Nothing really crazy. Looks almost exactly like what you thought was Hugh Jones's house. It must be the same architect created this town or something like that. The houses all kind of look the same, and you're there. There's a car in the driveway, so it looks like to be somebody home.
Yeah, I guess I'll just knock on the door.
All right, you knock on the door, and this time there's about a we'll say a woman in her 50s opens the door. She says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Are you the mother of a boy named Martin Ray? Do you live here?
Yes, I am. Is there an issue?
We just had some questions we needed to ask. With the FBI, Special Agent Mick Jones, and we're investigating the recent murder of an ice cream man. And we heard that your son is aspiring to be an ice cream man as well.
She looks at you and she says, "Yeah, actually, he's on his route right now. Ever since he got this job, he's been acting a little strange."
Ma'am, where is he? What route is his? Where does he go?
Well, he works. He works in this neighborhood. He recently got his own apartment, so there's not. I don't really see him as much as I used to, because he doesn't live here anymore. But I see him around the neighborhood working sometimes. Like I said, he just got the job, so I may have seen him maybe twice in the last 3 days on his route.
What do you mean he's been acting weird?
He just has been acting a little strange. I noticed that he's pale. Every time I see him, like a good mother, I offer him some food and I offer him something to drink, and he just doesn't seem to take it. And maybe it's because he's busy, or maybe it's because he's been eating at home. I'm not 100% sure. He just isn't himself. He's usually a happy-go-lucky kid. I mean, he's got the whole world in his hands, and now he just seems like he's up all night, and he's not eating, he's not drinking. Last time I saw him, he kind of smelled a little funny. He must not be showering.
All right, so I just kind of look back at the group, just kind of with a stern face, like, I guess signaling in whatever way I give on a facial expression that it might be a little too late for this kid.
Yeah.
Bill just kind of nods in acknowledgement and kind of motions towards the door, like we should probably try and get after that truck or track kid down. Convey that the best I can, but.
Yeah, let's say, well, did she give her name? She, I guess she didn't.
Just Miss Ray.
Miss Ray, I'm sorry to have bothered you. If you have any more questions, we'll be back.
Oh, that's no problem at all. I did just see his car go by the street, or his ice cream truck go by the street. You might be able to catch him there, or if he's gone, I can give you his address. You might be able to talk to him at his apartment.
That would be great, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's 555 Prospect Street.
Well, thank you again. We best be heading off, and yes.
Okay,
Well,
thank you, gentlemen. You have a great day.
You too, ma'am. And I guess as soon as she closes that door, like I'm trying to fucking see if I see this truck. Like I'm trying to make haste here.
Yep, she shuts the door, and she and you guys make haste down the street. And you don't see the ice cream man anymore, but you can hear it. If you roll a listen roll, you may be able to gauge what direction it's coming in. And just for fair warning, the time of day now it's getting close to dusk, almost changing into nighttime.
I finally passed a listen roll. Let's go.
I failed as ever.
Okay. Mick passed.
Jim's trying to load his revolver in his pocket, if that's possible.
You're removing your revolver from your pocket?
Yeah. Well, no, he's just loading it in the pocket because he thinks it's going to go down.
Gotcha.
Quickly get it ready.
I did also pass.
Okay, so you guys who passed, you hear it. It's a little too far away to catch up with it right now, but it does seem like it's going in a direction of Prospect Street.
Heading that way.
Okay, so I guess if possible, I don't know how these neighborhoods are laid out, but if we can take shortcuts to get over to his address versus just the roads, I guess we can do that. I don't know.
Sure, yeah. You take a couple. Shortcuts. It's still a pretty hefty walk, considering you gotta go through alleyways and maneuver still. But you get to 555 Prospect Street. He's in apartment A. I forgot to tell you that. So it's on the ground floor. And yeah, when you get there, you notice that there is no ice cream truck there. It is now nighttime.
All right. Do we still hear the ice cream truck? Do we still hear the jingles?
You do not hear the ice cream truck. Not anymore, because now it's nighttime. There's not going to be any kids out getting ice cream.
Do we want to wait like a couple minutes to see if he pulls up? Maybe we got here before him.
Yes. Yeah, we probably just cut him off early. He probably just turned the jingle off, and is on his way home. Might as well scope the joint.
I mean, if he doesn't show up, then I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way, which is a whole lot of breaking and entering as usual.
Yeah, Jim will be getting his lock picking tools out already and struggling towards any doors.
As you guys look towards the apartment, considering he's in A, he'll be on the ground floor. You do see a couple windows, and obviously the door to get into the apartment. But you're waiting, I'm assuming, like across the street, kind of out of the way.
Yeah, we don't want to be super obvious, so
Yeah.
we're just like standing there,
So,
like, huh?
Everybody go ahead and roll a stealth roll. You typed in stealth. So it's an 89, a 27, and a 3.
Got him.
Jim fails. Can he push the roll?
Absolutely, you can. Great push.
Yeah.
Great push. You all are hidden, and you all wait 6 minutes, and there is no ice cream man to be found. No one pulls up to Mr. Ray's apartment. Would you like to wait longer, or would you like to maybe take a look in the windows or try to get in?
I'm very keen to try and get in, but is the street look busy?
The street is not busy. It is nighttime now, and everybody is inside.
How about we just try some of the windows, and if that fails, I'll have a go at the door. May as well.
How long did you say we waited?
6 minutes.
You wait
6 minutes.
Yeah, you wait for 6 minutes, and you're all very hidden. So when you move, you'll be hidden as well.
All right, yeah, we'll go check out the windows then. Yeah, he should have been here by now if we were just cutting them off in 6 minutes. It's not that far away.
Yeah. So you guys get to the windows, and why don't you go ahead and roll a spot hidden? $44, $53, and the
That's a
52.
normal pass.
Normal pass.
So everybody passes. You see inside of the apartment, it looks very dusty, and there is a large freezer in the middle of the main room.
Well, that sticks out like a sore thumb, gents.
Oh, I'm not sure I want to look in there, but I think somebody should.
The question is, where the hell is that kid at? Looked like he was heading this way, and nothing. Where else could he have went this late at night with that damn truck?
Oh, we can either sit here and ponder on that for the ages until, you know, he either comes home or we get spotted, or we can make in there and see what's in that freezer.
Yeah.
I wish for that.
All right.
I suspect that he's off trying to get a child, which means that he may entice it into the van and then bring it back here, and we could be in a good position to take him on.
Regardless, we have no idea where he could be. We do know where we are now.
Yeah. This might be the only opportunity we have to get in there. We don't know where he's at. There's really no way of finding that out right now.
Nope. Try and get in.
All right.
So I guess you want to try windows before we try to jimmy the door.
Yeah, windows first.
Yeah,
I guess
you could just roll a roll a luck roll to see if the window's unlocked.
Oh, I've got a 1.
Not only are the windows unlocked, but you also try the door, and the door is conveniently unlocked.
Man, this guy is not good at, tracks. This guy is not so good.
All right, so when you get in, are you going through the window or are you going through the door?
Door.
I mean, yeah, just go through the front door, I guess.
Okay, you go into the door. Do you shut the door behind you?
Yes.
Okay, you shut the door behind you. Again, you see everything is kind of dusty. Doesn't look as if anyone's lived there, like actually used the couch or anything like that that's there. The only things that aren't dusty is the freezer in the middle of the room and the walkway to the freezer. You do notice that there's a refrigerator, regular kitchen, but there's also this big man-sized freezer in the middle of the living room. What would you like to do next?
I mean, we'll just address the elephant in the room, which is that giant freezer first.
Screw you, man. I'm hungry. I'm going to the fridge. I gotta see, if there's anything to eat first.
Okay, so William goes to the fridge, and Mick, you make your way over to the freezer. How about you, Jim? Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go to the freezer with Mick.
Okay.
Holding on to the Patrick's and just praying we don't see what we're definitely going to see.
Okay, so Mick and Jim make their way to the freezer. William, you go to the refrigerator. William, you open up the refrigerator, and it is full of just rancid food, as if no one's eaten there in a very, very long time. Mick and Jim, you guys slowly open up the freezer because you're afraid of what you might find, and it looks almost exactly like the ice cream truck when you guys were in there. There's padding at the bottom, but this time there's a pillow in it as well. And roll a spot hidden, everyone. My God.
My rolls are very, very good tonight.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
I'm busy collecting samples of all the new molds that I'm finding in the fridge.
Jim is on edge.
So Jim is slowly turning into an investigator, and he's starting to search around for things that he normally wouldn't take note of. And one of those things is the smell. The smell that you smell is a little bit of a rancid meat smell, but also very strong of like an aftershave, almost as if someone's trying to cover up the smell of the room.
Well, it's not smelling too sweet in here, and I can only imagine with this pillow in here that maybe this creature likes to sleep in the cold.
like Larry said, if these things are, or if this thing is wearing the flesh of somebody else, they're going to want to stay in a cold environment to keep that flesh, as least decayed as possible and keep up that illusion.
Very true. Well, I guess at least we know he's going to be coming back here sometime soon.
Yeah, man, that's a good point.
Just then, you hear the jingle.
My revolver.
Just then, you hear the jingle of an ice cream truck, and you see the ice cream truck go down the street, and it's going towards another apartment building that is down the road.
Well, seems like we've got a choice. Do we chase it down or do we wait here for it?
We chase it down and potentially stop another victim, maybe. But we're also in a really good position right now to take him out when he comes back to his, home or lair, whatever you want to call it.
What's the
kind of torn?
What kind of distance are we talking about to this other location where the ice cream truck is headed?
It's on the other street. It's, I would say, maybe 500 yards away. You can still see the ice cream truck. It's definitely in the distance. If you want to roll a spot hidden, and if the way you guys are rolling, if someone can roll a hard or extreme, you'll see something that might be of use to you. Jesus Christ.
That's going to be it.
Did you guys reprogram the bot or something? Jeez. A 19, a 77, and a 16 or something? All right. Does everyone pass?
I failed. 77
3.
did not pass.
My God. All right.
I think Jim's OP. He's overpowered.
All right, Jim. And
He's like all-knowing eye.
Jim and William, you guys both are masters at spotting hidden, apparently, and the investigator can't spot crap right now. So you guys see the truck. It stops. It turns its jingle off, and it waits for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden, you see a little child walking towards the truck. And when the child gets to maybe 5 feet within the truck, you see it stop, and it looks as if it's in a trance. You see the back door open, and you see the same ice cream man that you saw pass by you earlier that Jim almost fell into the front of. You see him get out. He touches the child on the shoulder, and the child slowly walks with him to the ice cream truck.
Looks like they made a decision for us. They're on their way back, I assume.
Yeah.
They're watching.
You saw that then, Jim?
I did indeed. Seems to be able to make these children go into some kind of trance. A little bit worried he might be able to do the same to us, so I suggest we fill them full of holes as soon as we see him.
It's probably not the worst idea. It was pretty much word for word exactly how Larry had described his son. Just wandering out and then gone. So yeah, I guess the play is wait here to ambush him and hope that the kid isn't already too late.
Okay, you wait 10 minutes, and he's not back yet. Why don't you go ahead and roll a listen roll for me, and let me know who succeeds.
I never pass. Nope, failed.
Okay, who
Yeah, I'm right on my way for success.
who rolled the 20 and who rolled the 99?
Nick got the 20.
At the 99.
Okay, so William, everyone hears this, But William, I'm going to need you to make a sanity check, please. Well, everyone other than Jim, because he wasn't successful. Is that a passing sanity check?
TCESS. That, sir, is a fucking success.
Okay.
Yeah, I also got it.
Okay, you lose 1 sanity. Because the sound that you hear is just a blood-curdling scream of a child. It's so loud that you see some lights go on in the apartment buildings surrounding you.
Damn it, we should have went after him.
What did you hear? Something up?
As pretty sure we just heard that kid scream his last scream there.
Oh. Shit. Well, there's only so much we can do.
And
We're chasing around him because he definitely would have panicked and killed the kid and probably done something to us. So
just
terrible shame, but up in there.
just then you see the
Yes.
just then you see the ice cream man slowly coming back. Its headlights are turned off, and it's making its way to the apartment building. As it rolls in, it pulls into its parking spot, and it sits there for another 18 minutes. During this 18-minute window, are you guys still in the house, or do you want to go out, or
I want to hide.
you'd like to hide? Okay.
Yeah, I want to hide somewhere near the doorway where he's going to walk in.
Would anyone else like to hide?
Jim wants to do something similar. I want to stand just behind where the door's going to open so he can slam it shut so he's got no escape route.
Okay. So why don't you guys... Are your weapons at the ready?
Yeah, my gun's
Yes.
at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had the switchblade out. It's best to go.
Yeah, I've got mine 45 cocked and loaded, ready to go.
Okay, and I'm going to need everyone to roll another stealth roll. That's a 55.
That's a fail for me. Can I push it?
Absolutely.
This is going to be a bad idea if I fail. Oh, I quickly failed.
Okay. Would
Yeah,
anyone else like
round.
to push it?
Yeah,
No.
I'm pushing mine. I failed, so I'm pushing mine.
Well, shit. Yeah, I guess I'm pushing mine too.
Okay. Remember, you can also spend luck. You just can't spend it on a put. You can't spend
Still a
luck on a
fail.
pushed roll. Okay, so that's a 79. Who got the 25? Okay. So, did you pass on your success, Mick? Or in your push roll?
No, it was a fail.
Okay, so unfortunately for Jim, Jim is standing directly in front of the window in plain sight of the ice cream man. Mick, you are standing where the lamp used to be with the lampshade over your head. And William, you are successfully hidden. So,
This is going to be interesting.
so luckily you guys have your weapons at the ready. Mick, William, you're successfully hidden. After 18 minutes, you hear the key kind of jingle in the lock, and then you hear someone outside the door say, "Oh, that's right, I never locked this goddamn thing." And he opens up the door, and as soon as he opens up the door, he sees Jim standing there with his gun out. And
Yep.
he looks around, and he sees Mick. But he doesn't know it's Mick, but it's just a guy with a lampshade on his head in the corner, standing as still as humanly possible. and then he looks around and he goes, "What the hell is this?"
It's party time.
So you rip the lampshade off your head and you say it's party time?
Party time. FBI.
Okay, so he looks at you and he's gonna try to escape. He's going to definitely try to escape. Dex. His Dex is.
What Mick didn't tell anyone is that what he was doing there was cosplaying as popular character Lamp from Game Undertale. Game Undertale, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he just fails his Dex, so he doesn't get away as quickly. If you guys want to kind of catch up with him, he kind of, as he turned around, he had to open up the door, and it slows him down a bit. So if you guys, I'm sorry.
Jim's gonna just straight up shoot him.
You want to shoot him?
Yeah,
Okay.
As soon as he gets up.
Go ahead and roll your firearm. Are you just taking one shot, or do you want to take multiples?
I'll take the 3 shots. The first one's gonna miss, and then it's I don't know how to do the
So you just do another D100 and then roll 1D10, and whatever one's higher is the one that you'll take.
Probably gonna fail then.
So you rolled a 40 something, right? So a 63 and then a 43, so that would be a 63.
Yeah, 2 fails. Take my 3rd shot, which is gonna not hit, but that would have been a success.
Better hope it's a 1. Ah.
Yep, failed.
All right.
Yeah,
But
3 shots. Jim's in a mess.
all 3 shots go off, and they go off right around him. Who has, since your guys' weapons are at the ready, you add a 50 to your dex. So who would be next? The creature, or what you think is the creature, has a dex of 75. So whoever has over a 75 would go next. With the 50, I'm sorry. So you add 50 to your dex.
I'd have 85.
It's
Just
105.
Okay, so Mick, you go next. And what would you like to do? Would you like to flee? Would you like to shoot?
Let's say, is he still trying to open the door? Like, is he have his hand like the doorknob or something?
You can't dodge at a firearm attack, so he's just kind of there right now. This is all happening very quickly.
I know. I'm just saying, like, he was trying to leave, right? He's trying to get away, and then Jim started shooting at him.
Yeah, he's gonna. He doesn't make it out the door. He's stuck there.
Okay. Can I use? Are you allowed to use skills during this to like try and intimidate him to get him to stop running away?
Yeah, you could. Are you gonna use intimidate?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to use intimidate.
All right. Well, he's gonna check you with his, with a con roll, just so you know.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and roll yours.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That means the only way that he could defeat that is if he got an extreme success or a critical success. Extreme success would basically tie, and in that case, nothing would happen. A critical success, which would be a 1, would mean he would basically get away.
Right.
And that does not happen. He gets a 95. So he falls down.
Yeah, I tell him, don't move, stay on the ground. Do not move.
What is going on here? What's going on? This guy just shoots.
Those were warning shots. Honest.
Yeah, that's why they missed.
What's going on here?
Why don't you tell us what's going on here?
I don't have anything to say. I'm just an ice cream man. I deliver joy with ice cream.
All right.
That ice cream truck of yours. We'll see what's in there. I don't think it's just ice cream, is it?
Well, yeah, it's just ice cream. What do you expect? And he walks out, and he gets to the door, and he is going to roll for conceal. Oh, he just passes with a 61. He kind of, you see him kind of fiddling with his self, and he looks like he's tightening himself up a little bit here. And he walks to the truck and he says, "Look, a regular ice cream truck."
Open.
Yeah, what about that kid?
What kid?
Don't play stupid with me, dipshit. What about the kid?
Okay, roll. Did you roll an intimidation roll already?
Yeah.
And you passed?
Yeah, that was critical. Or not critical, extreme.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're good with that. What kid?
The kid you put in the damn van like half an hour ago. We saw it.
Okay. He's going to roll a fast talk. He hit it right on the dot. The only way you can counter his fast talk is maybe we'll do a constitution check. He just rolled a regular standard success. If you can roll a hard or extreme success, you would overpower that.
Okay. You said it was what kind of roll?
We'll do constitution.
Okay.
Mine's a regular success.
Yeah, that is a hard success for me. At 22, I had to get a 37 to get hard.
Okay, so same.
Got him.
So as Mick is talking to him, he's looking at him like obviously I'm not gonna get you to get away from this ice cream truck. I can assure you there's nothing in here. Do you guys want to take a look?
First off, what's up with that freezer in your apartment?
Oh, I'm a hunter. I like to keep some the deer and things that I get. I don't have enough room in the apartment, so I just have to, I keep a freezer in there. I know it's weird, but I'm used to being around freezers, I guess.
You like to sleep in them too, huh?
What do you mean sleep in them?
I'm tired of you playing dumb with me, kid. I don't have time for this. It's been a long day.
All right. Just what do you want to know?
Everything.
All right.
I'm trying to look at this guy. Is there anything obvious about him that looks a bit weird, like he's a monster wearing a human suit?
Roll a spot hidden.
Anything?
You can roll a spot hidden.
Just trying to check him out. Oh, that's a very good.
Just as you look at him, you can start to see the skin around his eyes shift, and his nose starts to droop, and his smile that he has with you to try to convince you, it's starting to go down, and you can't tell whether this guy just had a stroke or maybe his skin is actually starting to droop.
It really isn't an Edgar suit.
Yeah. This guy is not human, fellas. There's something really wrong with this guy. You know, his eyeballs kind of coming out there, and his face is all droopy. This isn't right. I've got my gun on him ready to go.
Yeah, James just put in like the exact description that guy's looking right now.
Yep. So, just then, he's going to try to attack you.
All right.
Oh, wow. That's an extreme success. He's going to attack Mick. And it's just with his fist. So he does 1d3 plus 1d4. So he rolls a 2,
Am I allowed to use a dodge or something? Like, how does
Yeah,
that work?
yeah, you can roll a dodge,
Yeah.
but you have to make a critical or extreme success to be able to successfully dodge.
Right. What is dodge?
Dodge is half of your dex, I believe.
Okay, so I gotta get a 27. So I really gotta get an 11 or a 1. Okay. Nope.
You fail to miss. You fail to
Yeah.
miss his blow, and you take 3 damage. And just then, you see the creature finally. He's in his form. He is a monster. The skin is now like he's pulled the top lip up and over the head, at like if it was a mask. And now you see his head, but he's got like human skin, and it's all like floppy and loose.
Larry was right.
So you guys are in close quarters now. So whoever has the next dex would take the next roll. And considering that was a sneak attack, so he did hit you. So now it's going to go the regular dex order, which would be top person with the most dex would go next.
That's Mick, I think.
Yeah, I have a 105 with that plus 50 or whatever. Are we doing something
Well,
different?
he got you guys with a sneak attack. So I'm still. It's kind of a gray area with that one.
Okay, so my normal dex without anything is just 55. So
You would go in the order. So Jim would go first. Then does anyone have more than a 55?
okay, so yeah, James is still Will is still hidden in the apartment. He's hiding. So
okay.
he's driving like
Okay.
combat.
All right. So okay, that's fine. So Jim, why don't you go ahead and roll for attack, or if you want to flee.
Definitely want to flee. Don't like this horrible monster, but I want to stick around. So I'm pretty much point blank with him. I've been suspicious, right? So I've still got my gun in my hand. Still got 3 bullets, so I'm going to just try and pump him full of lead.
There we go. Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That hits.
So that's a hard success. Good old 1d10.
And he can't dodge that because it's a firearm. Oh, that's a good one.
9 points of damage. And I'm going to keep firing, I think. One more shot. Oh, miss.
That's
Very
a miss.
bad miss.
That's a miss. Almost a malfunction, but that is a miss. The creature, you hit the creature, and it is down on one knee now. You really hurt it. It's like oozing this green blood. You shot him point blank. I mean, you really couldn't miss. You hit him center mass, and he's just really bleeding. And you hear this loud like roar. And Will, why don't you go ahead and roll a spot, or not even a spot hidden, roll a listen roll, because you would definitely want to keep an ear out for something like this.
I was gonna say, yeah, I have an action plan. I didn't want to use a normal dex roll or dex score if I'm still hidden in the apartment, because I never said I rushed out or
Gotcha.
anything. Yeah, that is going.
What was that? It's a fail or success?
to fail.
Okay. You hear a roar, but it's almost like the scream from earlier. It's starting to come a normal thing now in Providence. Hearing people scream. Okay, so next would be Mick. What would you like to do?
I am unloading on this thing, firing all 3 shots.
All right, go ahead and roll your first roll with no penalty die, your second roll with 1 penalty die, and your third roll with 2 penalty die.
All right, the first one is a success. That's 1.
And that's 1d10. And then
Wait, you roll
roll 1 penalty die. So hopefully it's lower than a 3 or a 2.
Right.
Okay, that's a.
That's
Is that a miss? A 62?
so my firearms is 80. So
Okay, so that's a hit.
all right, so it's 2 hits, and then this one's 2d10, right?
Yep, it'll be 2d10. Oh, a 6. So either way, that's 3 hits. Roll your
Hold on.
roll your damage.
Hold on. My first hit was on the 50. And then I rolled another D100 for a 32, and then the penalty was a 6. So that was the second hit, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, because because your 6 is your firearms is at 80, right? So if you get
Yeah.
anything lower than an 80, that's success, even if you have a penalty dice.
Right. So then my third one I just rolled is 68. Then I do another penalty dice for the third one, or is it like 2 penalty dice?
2 penalty dice.
I say I roll 2d10 now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, take the worst.
We'll do 1d10 and then 1d10.
All right. So yeah, then it was 2 and then a 7.
That's 3 hits.
Can't miss.
All right. So 3 hits.
That's
All right.
3
So
rapid shots right to the creature. And now
it'll be 3d10 plus 6.
your first hit hits. Oh wait, there we go.
26
Holy shit. Okay.
total.
Not only did all three of your bullets hit, but you blow this thing's head clear off. Jim got it down to damn near dead and dying, and you just kind of overkilled. You took one shot, boom, blew his head off, and then you got a little scared, and you took 2 more shots, and you went center mass. So it was just a quick pop, 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 and he was dead. He was dead before he even hit the ground.
Well, see, I turned the gun sideways to set the gun to kill.
So, yeah, this thing didn't even, like I said, it was dead before it even hit the ground.
Jim's trying to calm Nick down. I'm going, it's already dead there, fella. So it's already dead.
So,
Is it dead?
Yeah.
so what I'll need you guys to do now is to each of you guys roll a sanity roll, because you saw the creature's actual form, except for Will. Did you see the form? I think you were just in the house hiding.
Yeah, I mean, I was still in hiding, so
Yeah, you didn't.
I never got.
Yeah, you don't
see
have to
anything.
roll a sanity roll. Then you're good.
Yeah, I passed.
Is that 2 passes?
Mine's a 16. So
Okay, and Jim, you failed.
Jim's a big
You lose 3 sanity points for seeing the creature in his actual form. Now you have this creature laying dead. It's slowly, because it is hot outside. Remember, it's August, and it's nighttime. You see the creature, and the ground is hotter than the air around you, so it's slowly starting to ooze out into just the gutters, as if the rain were washing it away, and all that is left is just a sack of skin for that used to be Martin Ray.
Jesus, man.
I was quite to shout out to William to come and get a sample or something, but sounds like it went too quick. But I probably still would have been shouting.
All right, so
William, come take a look at this. Very interesting. Right up your street.
William, do you want to go outside and take a look?
Yeah, I was gonna say eventually after hearing the gunshots, I'm gonna go wander and see what's up.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, I mean gunshots and then dead silence. That's
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay, and because there's, why don't you go ahead and roll a science roll, and if you want to take some samples.
hell yeah, I want samples.
You take some samples, but because it's a weird monster, or at least that's what the guys tell you. It's going to take you 10 months to get a good, viable sample of and tell you what might be the DNA file of the creature, or what they tell you is a creature. So yeah, that is essentially. I want you. The name of the scenario is actually called "I Want You to Kill the Ice Cream Man," but I didn't want to give too much away, so I just put the Ice Cream Man, and that was the weirdest interlude I think I could find. I know there was a lot of slip ups in that one, but I thought it was pretty fun, and you guys did really well, way better than I honestly expected to do. Again, this is another time where I wrote like 5-6 pages of notes, and I kind of looked at the book maybe once. You guys always do a good job of turning my ideas over on their head.
Welcome to being a game runner,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Nothing ever goes according to plan.
Yeah, I was telling Justin, I kind of accidentally spoiled it a little bit for myself because the Cthulhu RPG group, I had seen you post a comment asking about the Ice Cream Man scenario.
Yeah.
I was like, I ruined it for myself. I know it.
Well, he was going to. The creature had the ability of vomit breath or vomit spit, and it would like.
Oh, nice.
It's basically an acid, and because you guys were within range, like point blank range, like maybe 2 feet away, he could have spit at you and hit you for like 2d6 worth of damage, and it would have slowly lingered. So the next round, it would have been 1d3, and then the third round, it would have been 1. So essentially, you guys, if he would have hit you with that, you could have died in possibly 3 rounds just from that spit. So it's a good thing that all 3 of your hits just obliterated that thing, and Jim took off 9 of its 15 hit points. So you could have just beat it to death with your bare hands, basically.
I'm just glad. My whole plan was to hit it with like a vial of acid or something if I happened to rustle one up in the bag. But now I don't know how that would have gone if it was an acid type.
It would have probably liquefied the skin, and that's about it. So anyway, you guys are now, you're still in Providence. You didn't lose any hit points. You did lose a bit of sanity.
I lost it. I lost some.
Oh, I'm sorry, you did.
I got hit for 3.
Yep. So the conclusion is the investigators defeated the creature. They receive a 1d6 sanity award. So you guys each roll 1d6, and you will gain that much sanity back.
Nice.
So we got a 3.
4 for me.
3 for me.
I also got 4.
Okay, so Jim, you basically lose the sanity you just lost by seeing the creature.
Yeah.
And then each of the other 2 investigators both get back 4. You unfortunately did not save the child from the creature. And because his body liquefied, no one's really going to, if you go to the police, no one's really going to take your word for it. Because
I don't know how we explain this away now.
So
we just got like a meat suit just laying on the ground.
Is there any evidence inside the ice cream truck at all, or like
you have to go inside the ice cream truck.
I mean, you've got the luminol. If there's anything like that, you'll be able to show like, hey, obviously bad stuff was going on, but I don't know how you explain the
yeah, how do you
thing.
explain luminol to a small podunk cop?
Would you like
Well,
to,
I mean, that's
would you like to go into the ice cream truck?
Yes, please.
Okay. The door is unlocked because he did not expect to get ambushed at his home. You go in and you see the vat is full of red, just disgusting ground up gore, which is what you probably assume is going to be the little girl that was just taken. And William, You lose 3 sanity.
Oh, there you go, Mick. There's your evidence, and I'm out. Don't call me again.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm calling the cops and getting a hold of authorities to, let them
How you
figure
gonna
out what
prove
they're
it
gonna.
wasn't you, Mick? How you gonna prove it wasn't
'Cause I'm
you?
not an ice cream man, and Homeboy's flesh suit is sitting here on the ground.
Okay, the police come and they see the man suit sitting in front of you and another damn ice cream man. They think it's all a joke. They think it's pretty funny how you got a really good replica of human skin. By that time, everything had already washed away. All that is evidence of what you have is in William's vial, and he is now gone. They do find it very disturbing that there is a bunch of red gore and whatnot in the back of the truck. But luckily for you guys, there are no fingerprints in the back.
Oh, I guess I'm going to tell the cops. Well, I can assure you, if you show that what remains of that boy over there to her mother at the corner, I don't think she's going to think it's such a joke.
And the paramedics and the police officers scoop up the skin and they stick it into the back of a truck in a box. It smells really bad, and they take it back to the police station. Luckily for you, though, there was a certain Officer Hutchins that put in. He vouched for you, and you're not going in today. And Jim, on the other hand, because he does not like police, he kind of stays a little standoffish, and they seem suspicious of him. And they ask you for your name.
Well, the name, that'll be Jim Byrne. That's the name.
Byrne. Byrn?
Yes, with an E on the end as well.
With an E. Oh, do you have a sister named Megan?
I do. Yes, I do. Do you know Megan?
I've met a Megan Byrne. She had the same kind of accent as you. She told me she was traveling around and that there was no home for her. She said after her father's death, she left and came to America to try to find new opportunity. And she did say she had a brother. I just kind of assumed maybe it was you.
Yes. I'm her brother. Which way was she going? How long ago was this?
Well, this was maybe a year ago. She told me she was going. Well, we are north. She was going more west towards like the Ohio and Chicago area. She might be going there, or she did also say she wanted to go south. But she also did mention that she wanted to go to Germany. So I'm not 100% sure, but I did meet a girl named Megan Byrne.
Well, that's very good news. But she seems to be in a few minds about which way to go next, which is a bit confusing.
Well, she did leave with her regular winter clothes. So I'm assuming that she's going to stay up north somewhere, possibly in the windy city of Chicago, or maybe even be in Ohio somewhere.
Or, she could head south, or, she was thinking about Germany.
Jim, if you ask me, I didn't know her very well. I think she's still up north. Like I said, she had all of her coat and winter clothes with her, so I think she's still somewhere up north. Hell, she still could even be around Providence somewhere. You don't just travel with your winter materials if you're trying to travel light on foot like she was doing.
Well, thank you very much for your help there, sir. I'm looking for my sister, so I'll try and track her down. Yes, thank you very much. I'm sure I
Absolutely.
can help her out.
Absolutely, no problem. I hope you find her. And if I were you guys, I would get the hell out of here as quickly as possible.
I'm good with that.
I think I'll head to
I want to
Chicago.
go home now, please. Spend too much time here in the north.
All right, so the cops leave, and you guys are walking away, and you speak amongst yourselves whether or not you want to stay in the Providence area, and possibly wait, maybe get a small place here and kind of live here. Remember, Winscott, no body means still has a line of credit, and maybe you want to stay here, help Jim look for his sister, or maybe you guys want to go back to Baltimore.
I don't know. Jim's kind of a good buddy of mine now, so if he's staying here to look for his sister, I think I should probably. I got the skills to help out with that, so I'd be wrong for me to just abandon him at this point.
Yeah. How about William?
So can it be assumed that in the 10 months he was apart from the rest of the gang, William acquired some type of accommodation in the Providence area?
Yeah, you can have a small apartment. What's your
Apartment, semi-permanent hotel room, something?
Yeah. Yep, we can assume that.
All right, so then, yeah, I stormed off from the case earlier, like, done with this nonsense, back to the apartment,
Yeah.
don't call me. But, yeah, I mean, still staying in Providence, no real reason to make the trip back to Baltimore yet.
All right. And Jim, you're going to stay at the inn still?
Yeah, I'll stick around for now. Try and maybe ask Mick's thoughts on which way's best to go. And sounds like I've got quite a lot of destinations though, so maybe we can ask around town and see if anybody had a bit more clarity.
Absolutely.
Possibly Germany or Chicago.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that is the end of that scenario. I want you to kill the ice cream man. We did it in 3 parts this time. This third part was a little long. You guys are definitely. It's hard to predict you guys, which is cool. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next week. We may have to try to do it Saturday if possible. I'll keep you guys posted.
Should be okay.
But yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.
Awesome. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for running.